the $100 MBA Show, and today is a Q&A Weekends episode where we answer your question right here on the show. If you have a question you want to ask, just email us over at support@businessrepublic.net. As always, I'm your host, your coach, your teacher, Omar Zenhom. I'm also the co-founder of the $100 MBA over at 100mba.net. Today's question comes from George, and George asks, is working for Uber a good idea while I try to build my business? Interesting question, George. And it's a really practical one. I'm going to give you my take in today's Q&A Weekends. What are some of the positives of working for a rideshare company like Uber while you're building your business? What are some things you need to look out for? And my recommendation for a plan. You got to have a plan when you're going into something. So let's get into it, guys. Let's get down to business. Today's episode of the $100 MBA Show is sponsored by Acuity Scheduling, our favorite scheduling app on the planet. Because it's easy to use, but most importantly, it's easy for your clients to use. If you're trying to get clients to book you for your time, Acuity Scheduling makes it super easy for them. Just give them your link and they can book you right on your calendar. But don't take my word for it. Try it out for free for a full 45 days with this special link for a limited time. Head on over to acuityscheduling.com/MBA. That's ACUITY scheduling.com/MBA. So George asks, is working for Uber a good idea while trying to build his business? Really quick, for those who don't know, Uber is a ride-sharing company. Basically, they are an app, and they help connect people with cars and a good driving record with those who need rides. It's a modern, more friendly, and more cost-effective way to get a taxi. Now, the pluses for working for something like Uber is that you have flexible hours. Whenever you want to work, whenever you want to take rides, you can open up the app and say, hey, I'm open for taking rides. And when you don't want to work, you can shut it off. Uber takes a percentage of your rides. I think it's pretty reasonable, and you pocket the rest. For a lot of people, this is a great way to make money on the side, to supplement their income. And for some, it's their full-time job. So now you can see why George is asking this question. One of the big positives is that Uber allows you to be flexible with your hours. You basically work whenever you want to. So he could be working on his business, building his business at home, and then set some hours aside to work and earn some money with Uber. This is probably the most flexible way to make money, make a living. Even if you had a part-time job, you have set hours you have to show up to. You can't be late. A lot of people equate Uber to kind of being your own boss, running your own thing. And that's one of the big appeals of driving for Uber. And I should mention that Uber is not the only player in the game. There's Lyft, there's Sidecar. I'm sure there's others I don't know about. But the point here is that the ride-sharing community is growing and it's becoming a viable way for people to earn an income. So, is this a good idea for George? Well, first of all, I'm all for side hustling. I'm all for the fact that I understand that you need to earn an income. You need to pay your bills. You can't just drop everything and start your business. A lot of people can't do that. They don't have enough runway. Completely understandable. So having this option is actually a really good one. But I really recommend, George, that you plan accordingly. If you don't set strict hours for working on your business will never happen. That's just the honest truth. You got to see those hours that you're going to be working on your business as the obligation, like going to a job. So say, for example, those hours are 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Every day you work from 7 to 1 on your business. Grab some lunch and then go grab some rides. Now, obviously, you got to split the time accordingly, but you got to have a block of hours where you're working on your business. You got to commit to that. And of course, you got to go to bed at a decent time if you're going to get up early to start working on your business. Be reasonable. Be realistic. Know yourself very well. Be self-aware and know what you can and cannot do. You got to commit to something that you can do consistently. Now, I highly recommend you also stay disciplined when it comes to the hours that you're working with Uber. As long as you have a calendar, a schedule to follow, that's great. But say, for example, you set out to be home by 10, so you can be in bed by 11, so you can get 8 hours sleep. You just finished your last ride around 9:45, and you decide not to go home and pick up a couple more rides. Now you're coming home around midnight. So the chances of you actually getting up so you can work on your business at 7 in the morning are pretty slim. So you got to be disciplined with the hours you actually work as well. I know this is easier said than done, but I want to recommend or say, yes, this is a good idea under these caveats. You got to make sure that you're disciplined in both the time you dedicate for your business and for work. Now, one of the benefits of working for Uber is that you can do other things when you're driving, like listen to podcasts, like listen to audiobooks. Of course, you can ask your passengers, hey, do you mind if I listen to this podcast? This is a really cool podcast about this. The point here is that you can do things to help improve yourself while you're working, while you're earning money. That's super awesome. And of course, if you're a great driver, you give great service, you're courteous, your car's clean, you're safe, people will give you a great rating on Uber, and will find it interesting that you're trying to better yourself with great podcasts. Guys, I got more on today's Q&A weekends, but before that, I got to give love to today's sponsor, Acuity Scheduling. Whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, a hairdresser, a massage therapist, you have clients in the client business. And in order for you to be in business, people have to be able to book you easily. That's why I love Acuity Scheduling. With Acuity Scheduling, all you got to do is give them your Acuity Scheduling link, and they have access straight to your schedule. They can book you for your time in seconds. You can't afford any barriers between you and your clients. So get started with Acuity Scheduling. It's free for 45 days. You got nothing to lose, so give them a try right now while this offer lasts. Just go to acuityscheduling.com/MBA. That's ACUITY scheduling.com/MBA. To wrap up today's question by George, is working for Uber a good idea while trying to build my business? It is if you can be disciplined, if you can stick to a schedule. It's a great option. It allows you to choose your own hours and make your own money. And hopefully sooner than later, your business will do so well as it grows that you can dedicate all your time to your business. George, thank you so much for being such an awesome listener and sending over this question. I hope I helped. I hope that this helps everybody else who's thinking about the same topic. Guys, tomorrow we got another question from a listener saying, I noticed you use Zendesk for customer support. Why did you choose them? Good question. I did a lot of research, and Zendesk was not the only software we used for customer support and support tickets. We used other ones in the past, but now we've ended up with Zendesk, and I'll explain why and why Zendesk might be a good fit for you tomorrow in Q&A Weekends. And on Monday, we have a very special must-read episode. Monday's must-read is Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins. Make sure you hit subscribe so you get all these episodes automatically. All right, guys, before I go, I want to leave you with this. It's okay to side hustle. I side hustled for over a decade, building a business while you're earning an income on the side, or earning an income with your full-time job. As long as you have a strategy, as long as you have some sort of plan to grow your business and make the leap. For some of us, it takes longer than others. So don't put too much pressure on yourself thinking that you are going to get out of your job within 3 months. Be practical while still pushing yourself. All right, guys, I'll check you in tomorrow's episode. I'll see you then. Take care.